Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and to more news on beans and alpacas coming to FS25 at the end of October. Giants did another news harvest and this one was heavily focused on beans and alpacas, so I figured I would cover this for you guys. I'm going to play about 3 or 4 minutes of this, and then we're going to go back and break it down. And then after that, I have a couple questions he answered that I want to play for you guys.
Expansion, you get to explore and grow your farm in Katwai. It's a new map that allows you to farm on red soil in South America. Check this out. So, to continue. Ooh, fresh batch. You like some fresh coffee, don't you? Yeah, you do. Let's check out one of our new crops that comes with beans and alpacas. Coffee. Yeah, new machines is what you want, new machines is what you get. More than 25 of them. With a South American environment, we also add a new brand that is at home in the region. Colombo Industries, located in the northwestern region of the state of São Paulo, is joining. Of course, your favorite brands are included in the expansion as well. Look forward to new machines by Case IH, Ford, John Deere, Mercedes-Benz trucks, New Holland, Valtra, and many more. Let's see some of the new additions in action. You want to see more? Well, at FarmCon you can. Don't forget to follow us on social media when we report live from FarmCon at Volvo in Konz, Germany. And you probably have more questions. We'll answer some in our Q&A segment in a moment. But first...
Okay, let's go back here to this first one. And now I'm going to mute this. No, we're just going to take a look at some of this. Right here. This first picture here. You guys know I like to look at these pictures with you guys. Or these cuts, whatever you want to say. And see what we can see. See if there's anything we can see that they haven't revealed. But the first thing that struck me, which shouldn't be any surprise to anyone who knows me, is this bridge right here with that forest in the background. That's cool. I like that. And then you have this right here. This like town. What it looks like to be a town to me. With a field right here. A field up here. That looks like a field to me as well. And then maybe some stuff back there, but I can't tell for sure. And then closer in on the town, these buildings are very South American, which I think is cool. That looks like maybe some sort of ball field. I'm not exactly sure. And then this, I want that truck. I want to be able to drive that truck around. Don't know if it will be able to, but that is a nice looking South American truck to me. I could be wrong. I want to be able to drive that. Looks like we're coming into maybe a farmyard here. Also, something I noticed in these pictures is like your dirt is red. Is like the red soil. But your roads are concrete. I like that. It's like if you haven't been tuning in to my Thursday night Throwback Thursday streams, we've been on the only other giant South American map that they've done. We've been on FS17 playing Estancia La Pacho. And one of the things I was saying, because the roads were this red soil too, it was hard to tell where your farmland and like fields started because everything was this red soil. I think this is a very cool improvement. I like that. You have your red soil, but then you have your concrete roads. It just gives a better definition to me. And that's something Giants has done. Like, they've really improved their map making. Not that the earlier games were bad maps either. It's just they've improved some of the small detail. Giants has always made very good maps. There's only been one Giants map that I have not liked. And that was Ravenport in FS19. House here, maybe a couple houses here, maybe like a gazebo type thing here. Maybe a dirt road halfway along the back here. This is cool. I like this. You have your forest in the background, water with some I almost said trees. Gosh. With some houses and maybe like I don't know what that is. Maybe like a storage shed and like a covered boardwalk type thing maybe here. Because I can't think of the word. But I believe because of flooding in South America, if you want houses close to water like this, you have to have them high like this. So that's cool. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's why you would have these built up houses like this, because I believe some of the regions in South America are prone to small scale flooding. If I'm wrong on my facts there, let me know in the comments. Then you have this here, seen here, I don't know, the two nets here. I'm still not sure what sport is common in South America. Would that be soccer? I'm not sure. And then you have this building here, maybe a railway station because there's a railroad. And then your train goes above the road. I like that. Now, what your actual clearance here is gonna be for vehicles and stuff, we don't know. Hopefully it's decent. Hopefully I said that word right. Your gas station here. I'm loving these South American trees. I can't wait to mess around with some of the new trees. I'm very much looking forward to having some South American trees. This here with this top angle with the forests and a pathway here, and then this winding stream. That's cool. I mean, we could be here for 40 minutes going over these if we went frame by frame. So I'm just going over some stuff I noticed here and there. This could easily be a 50-minute to an hour video. I like this, like, building up on, like, a hill type thing. Nighttime view? That's pretty cool. And, like, the forest nighttime view, that's cool. And then he goes into coffee, so we'll take a quick look at this. This, I believe, is what your actual in-game coffee palette is gonna look like. Now, I'm not sure what these growth stages are, but there's one. There's another one. And there's another one. And then it goes to this. So I'm guessing there's gonna be, by that, if that was like from first being put down to being ready to harvest, it looks like there's only 3 growth stages for coffee. Don't quote me on that though. That's just my guess from that showing there. This coffee machine looks really freaking cool. There's some of the, what is it? These are the things you harvest? What are those called? They're not coffee beans yet. This is the first stage, like your harvest stage. I can't think of what they're called. Dang it. But anyway, this is what you harvest, and then you have to take that to a factory to turn them into coffee beans. And this right here, I mentioned this in the last video on this, and I wasn't sure if it was a production. Yes, this looks like this is going to be your first stage production for coffee. You take your harvested coffee cherries. That's what they're called. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. So, anyway, as I was saying, it looks like this building here, this factory, is where you take your coffee cherries. Yep. I didn't pause in time. That's very quick. This is the inside look of that production. Has the huge bins. And normally I think there's a, like something in here that like turns. And it like breaks down the coffee cherries. Now, don't quote me on all this stuff, but I like this building, like, that's cool. And it looks like there's something up here. Hopefully you can actually get up here. It would be cool if you could come up here and actually watch these, like, turn. And I'm pretty sure there's like a scoop or something in here that turns all the cherries in this. I could be wrong. I mean, we'll see as we get more info and stuff. And then you take your coffee beans. That production turns your coffee cherries into coffee beans. This is what your coffee beans pallets are going to look like, I'm guessing. If you haven't seen over here in the corner, this says preview work in progress. So they're still working on this stuff. And then you take those to this building. This is also a production. I'm guessing this is where your coffee beans turn into coffee. Do we get a close look? Nope, we don't. And then he goes into some machines here. I like this view with that like house up there. And then that's the word I was trying to think of earlier. Cliff. Your cliff like here. And then some grass. A little bit of a lower like drop down here. And then grass on the side of the road here. This looks like it's a new tractor too, but do we get a better view of it? There we go. Yeah, that looks like I'm not exactly sure. I could be wrong on this. I'm just guessing. But to me, this looks like a South American New Holland. Then we get another view of this like town. And there's your coffee harvester? Again? I believe we saw this in an earlier place I stopped. And then it looks like it's kicking out your cherries? I'm not sure. Yep, it is. And then this animation looks really cool. The spout here, and you can see your coffee cherries coming out into your trailer. Now, this makes me worried though. Does this have an internal capacity? Or is it going to be like your base game sugarcane harvester where you have to have a trailer beside it all the time? Because, I mean, I will if I have to show this off, but Glowstick doesn't like using workers. She likes doing stuff herself. So, I don't know. And, yeah. And then you'll have, speaking of sugarcane, here's sugarcane. Is this what I think it is? Is this a John Deere sugarcane harvester? I can't tell. I don't see any marking of what brand it is. Look at that. That's so cool. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that in game, or if that's just a shot they're doing in this video to show you. That's cool. And does this sugarcane look different? I haven't done sugarcane in a while. Does this sugarcane look different from what we have in 25 already? Also, it might be something that we're not going to be able to tell. I'm going to go on a map before this comes out and take a screenshot of the growth stages of sugarcane so that we can compare. And also, we're going to be comparing FS25 expansion sugarcane to the sugarcane we had when sugarcane first came out in FS17. So, yeah. That dropping out animation, that looks so cool. I think that is new. I don't remember that animation being that good. Again, I haven't done FS25 sugarcane in a while, so. But to me, that looks different. And then there's, I'm guessing there's supposed to be a saying that all this is new. But there you go. And now he did a couple, I'm gonna unmute this. I'm going to get to the spot I want to, and he is going to answer some questions. And then I will come back in, and I have one more thing to show you guys that I glanced over in my initial video I want to point out.
Let's answer some questions, people. Disclaimer, some of them are just anticipated, so we answer them before you can even ask. First question, Will there be more to grow than just coffee in the new expansion? Answer, yes. Following question, when will you show and tell us about it? Answer, not now. We can't. We can't. What region is Katwai based on specifically? While it is not one particular small area, the new map is based on a region in the mid-eastern part of South America. It's reminiscent of the region where most coffee plantations in Brazil are located. Will there be new functionalities, say mechanics on fields for the new crops? Yes. Oh, yes. You can't even imagine until we reveal more. It'll be quite, let's say, satisfying, and it makes me angry not to tell you about it now. Believe me. Time for one more. New constructions, products, collectibles, activities, and mini games. Yes. 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 And yes. And no, I can't read this. No, sorry. Hope you like tending to alpacas. Lovely creatures, gentle, fluffy, curious, also a bit shy. So pre-order your copy of Beans and Alpacas now. It's out on October 27th.
All right. I don't know. Let's go back to, I don't know. Let's go back to that. So, it sounds like we're getting more new crops than just coffee. So, I'm going to spit out a couple ideas here and we'll see. Alfalfa? Clover? Question mark? That's been an ask from the community for quite a while. I would like to see black beans in base game. I think that would be cool. Let's see. What crops are grown in South America? Soybeans we already have in game. Let me expand this out for y'all. Corn we already have in game. Sugarcane, coffee, wheat we already have in game. Now you go down here to indigenous and regional staples. Potatoes we already have, of course. Quinoa? Of course, I can't say some of these. Of course, quinoa is a grain. I do know that. Without even reading that. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. Then it says there's some fruits and others. Pineapples, tomatoes, peanuts, avocado. We could get pineapples as a greenhouse crop. That'd be cool. We could get peanuts as a field crop. I'm curious. You can grow alfalfa and clover successfully in South America, especially in temperate and subtropical regions like Argentina, Uruguay, I suck at pronouncing that one, and southern Brazil. And a fun fact, Argentina is actually one of the world's largest producers of alfalfa. That's interesting. What about black beans? Yes, you can grow black beans in South America. In fact, black beans are native to the Americas and have been grown in Central and South America for thousands of years. So, there's a couple crops we could be getting. And another thing he said that has me curious is, yeah, you guys can see who I watch over here on the side. I don't care. This is a side note there. He said, like, what was the exact word he said?
Yes. And crops Yes, plantations in Brazil are located. Will there be new functionalities, say mechanics on fields for the new crops?
He's saying there's gonna be new functionality and new mechanics on fields for the new crops. What is that? Are we gonna get like more or better ground deformation? That has me I'm curious. So, also, in the original video we did, I came here and I kind of just scrolled through this real quick and told you guys the date. Well, there's some stuff in this that we didn't get in the blog, so now I'm a couple weeks late on this, and I went over this in a live stream, but I also want to go over this in a video, so I want to read this, just read this to you guys real quick, and then I'll point out a couple things. Build your coffee estate and grow a warmer kind of farm life in the beans and alpacas expansion. Travel to, I'm going to say this wrong, but I'm not, Kawil? I'm not sure how to pronounce that still. I apologize. A South American inspired region where coffee plantations cover rolling hills and soil shapes the land and dense greenery stretches across lower mountain slopes. New crops, animals, production chains, and more than 25 new machines await. Welcome to South America. Explore a lush, humid valley with narrow roads, dusty streets, scattered rocks, and a winding river running through the landscape. I'm still not sure if that's the Amazon River, but I'm guessing it is. A small rural town with colorful buildings, shops, and agricultural depots connects the region, while stilt houses line the river shore. Coffee, animals, and new gameplay. Cultivate coffee beans as a new crop and expand your livestock with alpacas and Brahman cows. Alpacas add new hands-on interaction through shearing and leading, while wild animals like crocodiles and parrots bring more life to the environment. Productions, projects, and collectibles. Create new products such as pigment and resin and repaint houses for the community, or start production chains for crop processing. Take on the Research Center construction project. Find dinosaur skeleton parts and collect your discoveries in the Collectible Museum. Machines, brands, and details. Operate 25 plus new machines from Case IH, Ford, John Deere, K-Brand, Mercedes-Benz trucks, New Holland, Valtra, and many more. Colombo Industries joins the series as a new brand, while enhanced ground tool animations and improved effects increase immersion. Now, couple things that stick out to me here are right here was one of them. Alpacas add new hands-on interaction through shearing and leading. Are we actually gonna have to go around and shear each alpaca individually now? I mean, that's kind of cool, and I think it makes the animal side of the game more immersive. I mean, how long that lasts, we'll just have to wait and see. But another thing, create new products such as pigment and resin and repaint houses for the community. That's cool. You guys know, if we can pick what color the houses are gonna be though, Glow Stick is gonna have a greenhouse town. And find dinosaur skeleton parts and collect your discoveries in the collectible museum. Are our collectibles gonna be dinosaur skeletons? And are we gonna then have to dig them up somehow? Question mark? And then, where was it? And then animals. Of course, we know that alpacas and Brahmin cows. And then wild animals like crocodiles and parrots bring more life to the environment. We're gonna have crocodiles running around? What? That's awesome! But, anywho, if you guys have not, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video here on the channel. I do weekly live streams, let's plays, and I cover any news from Giants. So, I will see you guys later this week. And if there's any more info about beans and alpaca brought out to the public during FarmCon, I will get that to you guys. But for this one, that is going to do it. I will see you guys in the next one. Later.